Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is going to be about the spoilers for Raw. By the time it gets uploaded, it might not be a spoiler. I'm doing this video at 7:32 p.m. So then there will be several reports from different people that have sent in reports. But first, WWE news. CM Punk was captured on camera and is posted on YouTube engaging in an argument with a fan. This was overseas at a live event who jeered him at Friday's Raw World Tour event in Amityville, France. Following his victory over WWE Champion Alberto Del Rio in the main event, Punk slapped hands of ringside area fans. One fan, however, greeted the straight-edge superstar with boos. An agitated Punk belittled the fan by making crybaby motions and calling him a Cena fan. When the fan said he hated John Cena, Punk wagged his finger and sniped, "I bet you watch TNA, don't you?" The fan said he doesn't, to which Punk reported, "Your friend does." Punk then sarcastically says that of TNA, "It's good," while displaying Cena's trademark, "Oh," with the hand gestures like I just did. Like, "Oh," it's like, okay. Punk's latest swipe towards TNA Wrestling comes days after he said on Twitter that he misses working for the Orlando-based wrestling promotion like he misses high school. He competed for TNA in 2003 and 2004 before quitting the league following a dispute with management over his ability to simultaneously appear for a Ring of Honor as well. Former Nitro girl chyna and Chameleon have been announced for K&S promotion, and Hot Spots presents Winter Wipeout. Event takes place Saturday, December 3rd, 2011 at the Ramada Hotel in Essington, Pennsylvania. Visit knswrestlefest.com for more info. Former talent Chyna from WWE made her official debut as an adult star in Vivid's runway hit movie Backdoor to China, and she will receive the mainstream to porn crossover award, and that will be this Friday, and at the Fleshbot Awards on Friday, November 11th in New York City. And she's quoted by saying, "I'm really tickled by this award," unquote, said the former WWE's women's champion in a press release. She also commented, quote, "I started having a great time from the minute Steve Hirsch of Vivid gave me the green light to make my first movie with his studio. It's been non-stop glamorous fun ever since. It's been quite a dramatic change for me to make up transition from being the ninth wonder of the world to sexy porn star. But I knew what I wanted, and it turned out to be the absolute right decision for me. I'm loving every minute," unquote. Announced exclusively on WWE.com, a new Survivor Series match will feature one of its signature bouts, being Team Orton versus Team Barrett, and inside the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, on Sunday, November 20th, in 2 weeks. Orton will lead his team members, Sheamus, Mason Ryan, WWE Tag Team Champion Kofi Kingston, and Sin Cara into battle. While Barrett's team member, he brings in Intercontinental Champion Cody Rhodes, Christian, Jack Swagger, and Hunico. Other matches scheduled for the event include John Cena and The Rock versus Miz and R-Truth. That's Awesome Truth. Tag team name. World Heavyweight Champion Mark Henry versus Big Show. World WWE Champion Alberto Del Rio versus CM Punk. Former WCW announcer Tony Schiavone turned 54 years old today, while King Kong Bundy also turned 54. I thought he was older than that. Devin sent the following news. Raw Superstar Super Show on Monday, April 16, 2012. And the SmackDown taping Tuesday, April 17, 2012 will be at the O2 Arena in London, England. Well, that's where Raw is being held tonight. WWE will tape tonight's Raw Super Show this afternoon. Well, I take it back. Raw is being held at Liverpool Echo Arena, the first time it's ever been there in England. Tonight's show will see the return of Kevin Nash and Brodus Clay. Advertised for tonight's show is Triple H and CM Punk versus The Miz and R-Truth. Wrestling legend Hulk Hogan and DDP are both starring in a new thriller movie from Cornbread Films titled Black River. The film, now in pre-production, will be directed by Joe Eckert from Pizza Man movie, and it's based on a script by Eric Anderson, who done The Shop, or just Shop. And here's the official synopsis of that movie. After losing his son to a tragic accident, Clayton Eli's life was destroyed by alcohol abuse and violence. Excuse me. That ended his marriage, similar to Scott Hall. When he moves to the small midwestern town of Black River in an attempt to begin again, he finds himself at the center of a series of murders that echo a long dormant secret from the town's past. After several sleepless nights that lead into a long night of heavy drinking and a subsequent blackout, Clayton awakes the next morning to find his neighbor and her small child brutally murdered and a murder weapon inside his apartment. When he is forced to hide the evidence by the untimely arrival of an FBI profiler, Clayton's life rapidly deteriorates into a storm of violence, murder, and a small town intrigue. Is Clayton a cold-blooded killer or the victim of a malevolent force that has descended upon the town of Black River? And it's unknown who has what parts in this movie as of yet. WWE has recently registered the trademark of WWE Livewire. If you're not familiar with Livewire, it used to be a show back when Todd Pettengill was running it, and it was about an hour program, kind of similar to what was it, Superstars on Sunday, about 11 p.m., 11 in the morning, 11 a.m. Okay. Well, this program looks to be the name for their ESPN Sports Center style show, which will air on the new WWE network. WWE Livewire was not one of the choices on the poll. They just put out recently for fans to name the show. Okay, no word on who played. Okay, I put that on whoever did the report. Evan Bourne posted the following on his Twitter account, and he's commenting on WWE 13. Quote, I wonder if WWE 13 will have our Twitter handles, random tweet pop-ups, and cold talking tweets. Might make gameplay and as annoying as viewing, unquote. And he's also quoted by saying, my guess is WWE 13, the network, you are Vince and control the WWE with a WWE universe or universal remote and create history and earn money. Just the idea that he thinks, well, that he proposes. Well, you think it's a good idea? Well, I kind of think it is something new to get away from the SmackDown versus Raw type of thing anyways, since they already dropped the name. Okay, it appears that Mick Foley will not be appearing on Raw tonight, but he is advertised for the live event show instead. So they're scheduling him for live events and non-televised, because they removed him off their WWE website anyways. Well, plans could change, but the arena websites for the two non-televised live events recently added Foley to their official advertising. Thus, it would appear that the company is saving his return to television for next week's 3-hour show in Boston, Massachusetts. For what it's worth, Foley stated in a recent interview that he hasn't received official word on if he's going to be at Raw next week with The Rock. They had started advertising and then they just stopped. Okay, more news. The Associated Press is reporting that Jesse Ventura refuses to stand for the national anthem after a district judge in Minnesota threw out his lawsuit against the federal government, claiming airport security searches amounted to unreasonable search and seizure. And here's the article from the AP. St. Paul, Minnesota. Former Minnesota Governor Jesse Ventura is so upset by judge's ruling on his airport security lawsuit that he says he'll apply for a dual citizenship so he can spend more time in his beloved Mexico. Ventura sued the federal government in January, alleging that the airport scans and pat-downs amounted to unreasonable search and seizures. A district judge in St. Paul threw out his lawsuit Thursday of last week, ruling it should have been filed in Circuit Court of Appeals to begin with. On Friday, outside the federal courthouse in St. Paul, with a crew from his conspiracy theory cable TV show filming, Ventura said he hasn't decided whether to continue pressing his lawsuit. Zack Ryder is back with an episode of his Long Island Iced, episode 38, True Long Island Story video series. This week, he said he's on there. He says he's continuing his push to receive a shot at the WWE United States Champion, Dolph Ziggler, after pinning the champion on Raw. And now, what you've all been waiting for, dark match prior to all the tapings. The Usos defeated Trent Beretta and Derek Bateman. So I guess they're putting Derek Bateman on Raw. Okay, a Superstars taping. Like I said, this is the first report. Justin Gabriel defeated Kurt Hawkins in a match. Alex Riley defeated Michael McGillicuddy for Superstars taping. A more detailed report later at the end. Raw starts off with John Cena coming out to open the show. Cena hyped The Rock's appearance on Raw for next week, and hyped that this is the first time ever Raw has been in Liverpool. Miz and R-Truth interrupted Cena and talked about how they will defeat him and The Rock at Survivor Series. It was revealed that Awesome Truth will fight Cena and a partner later on tonight, which is revealed in just a few seconds. Cena bragged that his mystery partner for tonight is a future WWE Hall of Famer. Miz and R-Truth charges the ring to attack Cena, but Zack Ryder comes out to make the save, and there's his tag team partner. And officially the first match, John Morrison defeated U.S. Champion Dolph Ziggler in a non-title match. So, could this other match be a triple threat match for the U.S. Championship? But then too, John Morrison's contract ends soon, so I don't think they'll put the belt on him unless they're going to continue and re-sign him. And the second match, Mason Ryan defeated JTG in a squash match. Zack Ryder had a brief exchange with the Bellas backstage. Alberto Del Rio defeated Kofi Kingston with a cross arm bar. Ricardo Rodriguez introduced Del Rio after the match. Del Rio put Kofi back in his armbar breaker submission holds, which brought out CM Punk to a massive pop. Punk and Del Rio went back and forth on the mic. Del Rio calling Punk a coward. Del Rio told Punk they should call off their match at Survivor Series, but Punk refused, and the two started to fight. Punk hit Ricardo Rodriguez with a go to sleep in that segment. Jack Swagger defeated Santino Marella. Jerry the King Lawler came out and introduced Kelly Kelly. Kelly plugs her new Maxim cover and spread, and they showed the cover of it on Raw tonight. Beth Phoenix and Natalya came out, interrupted her. The Divas of Doom threatened to beat up Kelly Kelly until Alicia Fox made the save. Kelly and Alicia revealed Kelly's Maxim magazine cover. John Laurinaitis comes out and introduces Kevin Nash, who walked to the ring to the old NWO theme music again. Nash talked about how he should have buried Triple H back in 1995, but he let Hunter into the clique as a favor to Shawn Michaels. Nash said Hunter would be nothing without him, and then complained about his Legends contract. Nash said he could be world champion today if he wanted to, and that he showed everyone how to play the game. Laurinaitis and David Otunga were shown walking around backstage in the next segment when CM Punk bumped into them and said he'll be the next WWE champion. Punk started to fight with Otunga, but was attacked by Alberto Del Rio backstage. And the main event, Miz and R-Truth defeated John Cena and Zack Ryder in what was said to be a really good match. Awesome Truth got the win after the Miz pinned Cena while R-Truth held Cena's legs down. So it must have been outside the ring. Again, another foot under the ropes. Referees were not paying attention. Okay, report number 2. .NET reader Phil Taylor and Alex Gordon have reported on these next results. Since they are at the Raw taping in Liverpool, England, and sent the following pre-show notes. Arena looks more than less sold out, with just one area tarped off. The Cena sucks chants are dominating the Let's Go Cena chants pre-show. The set features a black cab and a classic British red phone box. Security was instructed to check for TNA and WWF mentions on signs. And a dark match, Usos beat Derek Bateman and Trent Beretta. Standard tag team match, Usos picked up the win in about 5 minutes. Superstars taping, .NET reader Alex Gordon was at the show and did the report. Matt Striker and Josh Matthews came out to a decent reaction. Justin Gabriel beat Kurt Hawkins. Gabriel won with a 450 splash. Alex Riley defeated Michael McGillicuddy. A-Rod picked up the win in a very short match. And that's your Raw version of Superstars. And they go into the Raw program. Open up with a Cena promo. Cena got booed quite loudly. He said he wasn't happy either because Rock wasn't going to be here. He spoke a little about Awesome Truth and said tonight he will team with a future Hall of Famer against them. And R-Truth interrupted and said tonight they would show Cena that they mean business. They got in the ring as Zack Ryder came out to even the odds. John Morrison defeated Dolph Ziggler in a non-title match, which was your first match. Morrison got the win, much to a surprise of like myself and others, according to the report. The crowd was dead for the match, sadly. Ziggler continued to show why he is a future main eventer. His selling was fantastic. Even the catapult into the corner, which I hate it as usually looks terrible. He made look pretty good. Match number 2, Mason Ryan defeated JTG. JTG got absolutely no offense. Again, no one bothered. No one was bothered. Match number 3, Alberto Del Rio defeated Kofi Kingston. Ricardo got a chant. Whilst they were waiting to do introductions, some of it might have sneaked onto TV. Del Rio won with an arm breaker pretty quickly when he went to apply it again, CM Punk came out to make the save and got a huge pop. Punk was definitely the most over wrestler on the night by a mile. Punk said Del Rio was stale, and when people watched Raws on DVR, they fast forward and know they haven't missed anything. They went back and forth a little, and the crowd was really into it. This was certainly the best received segment on the show, all thanks to Punk. In the end, Punk got Del Rio in the Anaconda device. He escaped, leaving Ricardo to take the GTS again. Match number 4, Jack Swagger beat Santino Marella with the ankle lock. Half the crowd didn't even know this had finished until Swagger's music played. Santino got a good reaction too. When Swagger's music started, Santino's graphics were up. I assume they will miss this off the show. Well, duh, they have editing for the actual shows. For tape program. Kelly came out to talk about her Maximum cover. Divas of Doom interrupted, calling her a Barbie doll. Well, duh, Kelly, Barbie blank is her name. And such things. Eve and Alicia Fox came out. See, this report says Eve and Alicia Fox came out to help. DOD left the ring immediately, and the good girls revealed the picture. Kevin Nash came out and talked a little about his history with Triple H. He spoke about the things that have happened recently. Nothing revolutionary there. John Laurinaitis was backstage, and he said he was talking to David Otunga that Liverpool didn't deserve to see Brodus Clay. This annoyed a lot of people, given that he was in town and was advertised. Punk came along and cracked a few jokes, then punched David Otunga. Del Rio attacked Punk and put him through a table by pushing him. Another different report than the previous one. R-Truth and The Miz beat John Cena and Zack Ryder. Cena took the pin as Truth was holding his legs, and Miz pinned him after kicking him in the face. Good Ryder chants. Lots of hate for Cena. They redid this after Raw officially went off the air. They quickly turned it into a dark segment. And here's your dark match main event. The Miz defeated John Cena, singles action. Dolph Ziggler came out, and Punk came out. To even odds, Awesome Truth left quickly and left Ziggler to take the finishers. Ryder did his first, then Cena went for the attitude adjustment, which everyone booed. He passed off to Punk, who then everyone cheered. They passed him back and forth until Ryder hit his Rough Rider again. Punk then hit the GTS, but Cena left the ring looking like he was in a mood with the crowd. Punk hit the AA and said they all celebrated in the ring. Ryder said we're all broskies of the week. Cena left first, then Ryder, then Punk. Next report was by Alex Gordon, attending the Raw. Cena came out to open the show, talked about Rock returning next week. He said tonight should be special because it's Liverpool's first taping. Miz and R-Truth interrupted, talked about how they will beat Cena at Survivor Series. And tonight in a tag team match. Cena said his partner is a future Hall of Famer. Miz and Truth rushed the ring, and Zack Ryder made a save. Match number 1, Jomo beat Dolph Ziggler in a non-title match. Match number 2, Mason Ryan beat JTG. Zack Ryder had a brief exchange with the Bellas backstage. Match number 3, Alberto Del Rio beat Kofi Kingston with a cross arm breaker. Ricardo Rodriguez introduced Del Rio. After the match, Del Rio put the arm breaker back on Kofi, which brought out CM Punk to a massive pop. Standard back and forth exchange between Del Rio and Punk. Del Rio bought some cheap heat and called Punk a coward. They traded insults for a while. Del Rio asked Punk to cancel their match. At Survivor Series, Punk said no, and the two started to brawl. And it resulted in Ricardo Rodriguez eating another GTS again. Match number 4, Jack Swagger beat Santino Marella. Swagger won with the ankle lock. Jerry Lawler was in the ring and introduced Kelly Kelly, and then they plugged her Maxim magazine cover. Kelly started talking about how she always trying to be better. Well, Beth Phoenix music hits, and her and Natalia came out and did their usual Barbie doll stick. They asked Kelly to cry. Even Alicia Fox hit the ring, and the heels cleared out. Even Alicia unveiled the Maxim cover. Next segment, John Laurinaitis hit the stage and introduced Kevin Nash. The old NWO theme music. He came out too, and Nash walked to the ring, talked about how he should have buried Hunter back in 1995, but because of Shawn Michaels, he allowed him into the clique. Nash said Hunter would be nothing without him and complained about his Legends contract. He said he could be the world champion if he wanted to. Nash said he showed everyone how to play the game. Then his music hits as he exited the ring. Laurinaitis and David Otunga were backstage after the commercial break, or before they went to commercial, whichever how they do it on Raw tonight. Punk interrupted them, said he would be champion, and began to fight with Otunga. He began to fight with Otunga, only to be jumped by Del Rio, and according to the previous report, through a table. Miz and R-Truth beat John Cena and Zack Ryder. Good TV main event. Awesome Truth picked up the victory. Miz pinned Pina with Truth holding his legs down. And that concluded the TV taping. And the dark match, Miz beat John Cena in identical fashion from the tag match. Dolph Ziggler came out, and the three heels beat down Ryder and Cena. Punk ran out to even the odds, and Ziggler took a beat down. Punk and Cena took turns hoisting Ziggler up to cheers and boos, respectively, about 10 times. Funny stuff, Ziggler ate the Rough Rider, and Punk hit the Attitude Adjustment in an ironic cheer on Ziggler. And that will end my report tonight. And stay tuned for the SmackDown tomorrow night. Since it's in England, it'll be early for next week, for tomorrow's tapings. Thanks, and God bless y'all. Y'all have a safe night and the rest of the week as well.